What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is What the Fuck Are We Talking About? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about? The show about what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is What the Fuck Are We Talking About? And I am the man with his dick in his hand, the dude with no lube, and the buck who likes to fuck. A-Rod.
The host with the most Facebook posts. The adult male, fresh out on bail. Straight out of jail, California dreaming. When I step on the scene, hear them hoochies screaming. Fiending for money and alcohol, the life of the West Side. Play it where cowards die, and it's all ball.
Bro, what the fuck you talking about?
Pardon me. Petty, hard, away.
What the fuck?
Hey, hello there. Hello there, neighbors. Howdy. Salutations.
Salutations.
We're here with another What the Fuck Are We Talking About?
Yeah.
Where we will be discussing
Jargon. Nonsense. Some propaganda.
definitely propaganda.
Uh-huh.
War propaganda for Libya.
War against Libya. We're coming after you. Yeah, follow us on iTunes. Watch us on Facebook every week. Find us on there, Petty Hardaway. Just Aaron DeLong.
Watch us
She's
constantly.
my real name.
Never turn it off.
Instagram and YouTube.
An Amish paradise.
Amish paradise. Oh shit. Well,
We'll
Trump
be
was
there.
Here.
Trump was here.
I guess that's.
Did you
Yeah.
park up on the side of the highway and wave to him?
I did not. I was working. And the first group of customers I had were like, hey, can we set up a picnic outside in the lawn? I'm like, yeah, what's the occasion? And they're like, well, Trump's flying in. We want to see him. Like, oh, okay, sure, I guess. And then before you knew it, the whole back of the parking lot was all lit up with people, and the front parking lot was full. And yeah, it got a little crazy, but he went to a mask factory and didn't wear a mask, so I wasn't terribly shocked.
Good for him.
I mean, say what you want as a representative of the company, not the company, the country. He should have done it just out of, like that's what Americans are supposed to be doing. So like,
Nah.
he should have just did it.
You can't rule a country and then put a mask on.
There you go. Why the fuck not?
Nah. That's like shows your weakness.
I think it might.
You must
it might
always.
Yeah, I don't know.
present strength?
I don't know, man. He needs to represent himself as a whole, not as just, as himself. He's representing a country.
He
It's
does
different.
represent
If he was
himself as a
himself,
whole.
no,
People consider him different kinds of holes.
That's a good point. Well played. Well played. But yeah, and he didn't really do anything, I guess, crazy out here. He did have they had like a press, like secretary, not a press secretary, like a press briefing or something or whatever it is at the factory he was at.
Yeah.
But I didn't really watch it or nothing. I don't watch that kind of shit.
No, I don't watch it either. They never talk. It's like, I don't know what it's like watching because I can't think of words and stuff right
Yeah.
now. But they never say anything of importance ever.
That's the way that's my thing. There's nothing I've ever watched like, oh, cool.
That was insightful.
No, it's never happened, so I just don't pay
You ever
any
watch a
mind.
speech of any sort where you're like, oh, that was good? Nah, never.
Yeah, you were like, what a great speech.
I learned a lot
Yeah.
from that.
No.
Never.
No, it
Never
doesn't
happens.
All right, there we go. To the masses. But yeah,
I wish I would have known because I wanted to take a picture or something.
right. There was like, I guess, there was like protesters, I guess, on Airport Road, so they shut part of it down. And
Yo,
then,
it was shut down from 512.
Yeah.
And there was just a police barricade.
Yep.
So anybody coming from before that, they
Yep.
were just stuck there for mad
Yep.
long.
Yeah.
They were fucked.
Bro, and
they
I was,
couldn't back up and go anywhere.
I was at the Giant over on Cedar Crest and Tillman Street, and there was fucking fighter jets, and then there was like 4 some type of crazy looking choppers that were flying around.
Dentures.
It was fucking bugged out. I was like thinking in my head, like, wow, maybe the president's around.
You usually
and,
think in
and
your
it's
head.
because he was. So, it made sense then. I was like, oh yeah, shit, yeah. So it was cool.
You ever
But
think outside of your head?
I don't. I usually think inside my head.
It always kind of annoys me when people say shit like that.
When they say think outside the box.
Or no, when they just like you said,
Yeah.
we say it like unconsciously, like we
What?
know what you mean. You're like, I thought in my head.
Yeah.
You're like, it's where you think all the time.
Yeah, you could think out loud.
Never
though. You
one
could think
time.
out loud though.
But it started in your head.
Yeah, but if you don't think about it first and you just say it as it comes out, as a lot of people do,
Yeah.
they don't think about it.
Right.
So you're not really thinking in your head if you're just saying things.
I mean,
Did you think about what you just said? No. I just said it because that's what came to my mind.
it came from your brain
Yeah,
though.
it came from here to here, and it didn't. There's no process. In
Language is
between.
just crazy.
It is crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I think about it a lot in my
Yeah,
head.
how you articulate like words and putting together sentences, and it's crazy how different languages piece together sentences. And
How
stuff,
did we
too.
ever talk to another person? Like
That
the
didn't
first
speak our-
ones.
right? When you're like, "Hi, how are you?" and they're like, you're like, I don't get. Yeah, this isn't working. What the fuck? Yeah, there had to be a lot of patience there. I would lose it very fast.
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
don't-
mad like, "Hi, how fucking hard is it to say hello? Say it."
I think they just started pointing at stuff and
Yeah.
saying a sound.
Right.
Just go, rock.
Yeah. And
Rock.
then they go, "Rah." Oh, okay,
Rock.
so rah is a rock. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
all right.
And then you just build from there.
Right. That would take a long time. Again,
Just
patience.
pointing at every.
Random
Think about it.
shit.
We have names for everything.
Yeah, I know. I'd get tired after a while. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I get it. This
have-
isn't whatever. Like, shut the fuck up. You'd
You
get
know how
annoying
long
after
it
a
took
while.
to come up with a word for everything?
Yeah. We still name things,
Yeah.
We add words to the dictionary all the time.
What's a new thing?
I don't know of any new things. Selfie. Yeah, that was added to the dictionary.
I mean, I guess that's kind of a thing.
It is. Thank you. Yeah,
It's not.
nice.
It's not.
a thing.
It's not completely new though.
Bling is in the dictionary as well.
Yeah, but that's just slang though.
It's a thing, though.
Yeah, but it's a chain. I'm talking about like, have we named like a thing, like a physical thing, something completely different?
COVID-19. We named it.
I think it's fake, but yeah,
But we named it.
we did name it.
Boom.
It's a stupid word, also.
Could have picked something cooler,
Yeah.
right? I guess you can't make a disease sound cool.
I mean, you can. What's a cool name disease? Tuberculosis.
Sounds badass.
It sounds like I want that shit. They shortened it to TB. So like, yo, you want some TB?
Yeah, you're trying to get that TB?
Absolutely. This man said free row. He is freed. He has been freed. They freed him.
They freed him?
Yes.
Nice.
FanDuel's giving me stuff. What can we even bet on now? Nothing?
No. UFC.
Oh, yeah, that just happened.
Yep. Yeah, we got the fight last Saturday. There was a free one Wednesday, and there's another fight tonight, I believe.
Oh, yeah, there is, right? Another one going on.
Mm-hmm.
I might bet on it.
Yeah, there you
Who's
go.
fighting? Some dudes?
Yeah. Yep. It'll be like a guy versus a guy, and then there'll be a girl versus a girl,
Mm-hmm.
and then a guy versus a guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't ever fight each other.
No. It's never a girl versus a guy.
No. Unless they are a trans.
Right.
And then it's free game
Right.
for a man to beat up a woman.
It's true. And vice versa.
Yeah. But yeah, if she's tougher, which she
Yeah.
probably isn't. But he doesn't have a new Facebook. Yours? No, I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, them fights last week were pretty good.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. That one fight, I said before it even started, I'm like, one of these dudes are going to get knocked out pretty quick. And
The
it was
two
like,
gigantic
yeah,
black dudes.
Yep, and it was like 20
Holy
seconds.
Fuck, yo, that was
It was 20 seconds in.
What the hell is his name?
Francis.
Hard
Hard to say.
It was not the Nargamedov is the Russian dude.
Yeah.
He has a weird name also like that. Like
Yeah.
Ngannou.
Ngannou, there you go.
Francis Ngannou.
Yep.
He is a fucking animal. yo.
Yeah, he looks imposing.
Very vicious.
Yeah. Even if I was as big as him, as soon as I would like be in his presence, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't.
Yeah.
You win.
He was swinging for the fucking
He
fences.
was, and he knocked him out.
Yeah.
And that
Even
was-
his misses. I don't want to catch
Yeah.
the wind of his misses.
For real. Them shits were scary.
Yo, his wind would knock me out.
Yeah.
The wind of his miss.
That's like Mike Tyson's new
I would-
training
I would
videos,
fall.
bro. He's a fucking monster too.
Yeah, Mike's still he's as tall as he's like 5'10". He's like
Yeah.
as tall as me.
He's my go-to. Like if I
If you want to
can't
get raped,
yes.
You
No,
like
if
it?
I can't really find anything and I want to watch like either UFC or boxing, you always go to ESPN Classics, and they always have a section of Mike Tyson fights, and they rotate him in and out, and there's always good fights in there. He was just,
beastly.
his punches were just unreal. They were just
For
nasty.
sure, because he's so heavy and
He's
thick and
thick,
stocky
I know.
and still compact.
Yeah, and his movement, it's just unreal. He was so fast. He put everything into his uppercuts and his overhand right. Just had all of his body into it.
Yeah, if he's
It was-
able to get close to you, you're done.
Yeah, I think about how cool it would have been if he would have came out 20 years later, and if he would have ended up going into like MMA, he probably would have been one of the best UFC fighters of all time. If he could have ended up getting a wrestling game and some grappling, oh my God, nobody would have fucking stood a chance.
That would have been weird.
Oh my God, it would have been great.
Who's a guy you want to see fight that doesn't fight?
Tyson, because I've seen him live. I remember buying the pay-per-view with my paper route money when he bit Holyfield's ear. I remember my dad being so mad, like, I cannot believe you are spending $65 on a pay-per-view to watch two people fight each other. And then I was upstairs on the third floor with Matt watching it, and he was downstairs. He's like, Eric, did you see Mike Tyson bit his fucking ear off? I'm like, yeah, man. Like, my dad was bugging out. He watched it too, but
And then he was like, "That's what I paid for."
we paid for that. I paid for it. It was $65, but when I was, whatever year it was, 97, 96, something like that. Yeah, crazy, bro. Crazy. I'd like to see him fight. Dan Severn would be cool to see fight. He was one of the first UFC fighters. He was a wrestler too for a little while. That's how I knew. That's how he's honestly the reason I got into UFC. I started watching it back in like '99. he was in WWE and they talked about UFC, and I watched like fighting. I'm like, this is fucking tits. They're just fighting. They used to be able to wear like the karate outfits and shit.
Yeah, right.
You used to be able to like headbutt people and stuff. You can't headbutt anymore, but you used to be able to do some crazy shit, and it was fucking awesome. That really got me into it.
You know what they
like,
need to bring back? Celebrity deathmatch.
Celebrity deathmatch.
They are.
Yeah.
They are bringing it back. I
Yeah.
forget who's doing it. But
Yeah.
they're bringing it back.
Good. They need to.
Yep.
Just put it on YouTube. Somebody needs to just do it.
Yeah.
You know, Comedy Central.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
They brought back crank anchors too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That should be us doing crank.
Yeah, we used to do our own crank anchors. That was pretty good.
We have some
Yeah.
recorded
Oh,
on the podcast.
that'd be great, bro.
We didn't record the 1-800 collect. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
When it was
Yeah, you're right. Or 1-800 call. No, it was 1-800 collect.
Yeah.
We did the 1-800 wet tits, or is that what it was?
We did 1-800 with tits.
That's the one that we called, and it
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah.
And it fucking worked. We were like, that number ain't gonna be. Who fuck's calling that shit? And it was like, oh my god, it worked. You were like, I'm gonna put my credit card number in. Let's get somebody on the phone. I'm like, I'll do this.
We did what did I say to the 1-800 collect guy? I forget.
Oh my
It
god.
was, we were fucking rolling though, because
Yeah.
I fucking fucked with him.
Yeah, you sure did. You asked him, how are you still in business? Who does collect calls anymore other than in jail? Like, oh, that is wild, yo. Yeah, 1-800 wet tits still worked.
It
Pretty
did.
wild.
Their tits were still wet
She sure sounded like they
from
were.
all the way back then.
Yep. Still from all the way back then.
All these years.
They've never not been wet.
Yo, that's what we should have said. That's what we
have
should
they
have
ever
said.
stopped being wet, or have they been wet this
They're
entire
like,
time?
how long have you guys been in business?
That's how long your
All
tits
this
been
time,
wet?
your tits have been wet. Amazing.
You know, go you.
Good job. You deserve my credit card number. Just empty my bank account.
Yeah, you earned it.
Keep up the moisture.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Back in the day, that used to turn people on. Wet tits.
Yep.
Tits being wet was like a thing.
Wet tits, you're right.
Yeah.
It was a thing at one point.
Wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah.
Fucking-
I think they still are, I think.
It's a white guy thing. It's like, yo, let's get some bitches' tits wet, yo. Let's have a contest about it.
I mean, that's not the bad part. I don't think. I think it's the girls that are like, yeah, let's get our titties wet. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Of course a guy's going to say
But we
that.
we
like,
promote it.
Yeah, of course we do. That's
wasn't
what we
like
do. That's
black-
our thing.
Black
like,
guys were not
But
thinking
they're like
about
all
this.
about it. They're like, fuck yeah.
We always think
Where the
about
water at? They're all about my titties.
White-
And they're all about it, yo.
white people are always thinking like preliminary shit. Like I want to see like the before stuff.
Yeah.
Like the
Wanna
stuff
see your boobs.
the stuff like leading up to fucking.
Yeah. Let me see your boobies.
The black dudes are just like, yo, can I fuck or nah? We're like, let's see your wet tits first, and then we'll think about
Yeah,
it.
then we'll contemplate going further. We'll start with wet tits and see where it goes, okay?
Exactly. We want the storylines and shit. And this confirms my theory because black porn back in the day used to just go right into fucking. There was no storyline. And all the white pornos had the fucking like showed up at your door. Did you order some milk or whatever the fuck it was?
I got milk for you. Yeah, you're right. It was always a backstory.
Yeah.
Black porn always
Had no backstory.
Black porn started like somebody.
It started like in the middle of it, yeah.
Oh shit!
They shot it first, like, yo, fuck it, let's just do it like this from now on. This shit worked.
The dick's already in. Like you didn't even get to see insertion.
It cuts on.
Yeah, it's over already.
Oh, shit.
What is happening?
That's wild.
You know, it's a difference of races, man.
Yeah.
We're all unique in our own ways.
I remember finding my man, Bobby Zeno. I wish he was out and he could watch this again like he used to, but we found his grandfather's collection, and it was a collection. I mean, he
Right.
had this bookshelf in his room, and there was a Stephen King book up there, and I'm like, oh, let me see it, and I pulled it away, and I'm like,
Light shine through it.
what is black trash, white splash? And I was like, oh my God. And he had, and it was 80s porn. So they were the big cardboard boxes with the, oh, bro. Wild. And they were all, I love how they used to be themed too. Like Rambone, you know, and shit like that. Like how they played them. Star Horrors. Yeah. Like shit like that was.
Now
so
the
good.
names are just like describing the whole
Yeah.
thing.
MILFs who want to fuck. Or like, I wonder what this is about. The title intrigues me. So
Very straightforward.
it is.
Can we get
That's
creativity
true.
back?
You're right about that too. Because like when I got rid of my cable, I have Hulu Live now. But when I had DirecTV, they had like 20 fucking channels, and that's all it would be. It'd be like lesbian on lesbian action 27. I'm like, wow, they made 26 of these already. This is a 27th
Yeah.
one. Fuck. It's a lot of action. Yeah, it's a series, right? Episode 27 of Lesbians on Lesbians.
Who's binging that?
Somebody 26 times, bro.
Crazy.
And root for 27. Like, oh shit, 27 just dropped. Yeah. What? There's what? Yeah, it's bugged out, man.
People
Well, you're right.
debating what one's the best. and
They need to
shit.
get They need to get creative porn again. I agree.
Yeah.
There is no
No culture.
no.
in porn.
It's just fucking. Or it's your hey step bro or what's up step mom.
Yeah, they do that. It's
Or
all
that's
fake.
it.
Yeah,
And that's it.
They're really trying to push incest
They
on us.
really
hard,
do.
Hard body.
Why is it always like it's always in the shit as soon as you sign into
Yeah,
porn?
it's always-
just like here. By the way, in case you're thinking about a family member, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yeah, it's gonna turn people off to porn.
I don't think so. I don't think anything will.
I think so. To people who are even somewhat like they're gonna be like, what is this? Why is it all stepmother, stepson?
What is this? It is.
It's
It
gonna turn
is.
you off from porn.
I did.
Yeah.
I've largely stopped
You gotta do a little
consuming
bit more.
porn.
Yeah, just dig a little bit. Just dig a little deeper. Look, man, just dig a little
You gotta
deeper.
go to the third page. Nah, fuck this shit.
You're a first 5 pages guy. Like, hey, man, if I can't.
Oh my god.
Wow. That's funny. Yeah. Hey, to each is their own.
Yeah, I don't need porn anymore anyway. So
You have Jesus now.
I have the Lord in my life.
I'll take both.
Take porn and the Lord.
You go like this.
I mean, you can. You're just gonna burn in hell. It's fine.
I'll cross that bridge.
Yeah, you got time, bro. You got time. I got bad time.
I got mad time before that happens. There are lots of lesbians.
There are. That is a fact. That's a good point.
They are there.
They're
Dev
there.
knows Young Ma.
They're there.
Oh, you gotta relax, bro.
I start at 60. What's that? Page 60? I don't know
For
what.
$60.
I don't know what Slim's referencing here.
Is he selling himself to us?
I think so.
He's like, I start at 60. Just FYI, guys. Hashtag COVID. Times are tough.
I know.
60?
God damn, that's expensive. That's for everything.
60 question mark? That's the deluxe
That's
package.
for the works.
Yeah.
Devin's porn collection is
Hashtag the
heaviest.
heaviest.
Yeah. I wish I had a porn stash.
You don't need it. You got the porn stash right on your phone.
Nah, but I wish.
.com.
I wish that I
Old
had it
school?
So like my kids could stumble upon it.
Yeah.
You know. That
Pass
doesn't happen
down,
anymore.
pass down the legacy.
They'll find it on their own. They'll have that one friend be like, yo, just go to Pornhub.com. It's super free. And they'll be like,
Yeah.
wait, what? Right now? I can on this? I can watch it right now on this phone. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, kids are fucked now. They're
Yeah, they
scarred.
are.
They're scarred for life.
Yeah.
Pornhub is becoming like an actual site though that puts like regular videos up.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yo, they
It's
put,
gonna be like Playboy. Like they're just gonna be fully clothed soon.
yeah, there's like actual videos. Of
People are gonna be whacking off to clothed people soon because porn's so accessible.
Right.
They're gonna be like, "Yo, put that shirt on."
There's a fetish that's fully clothed women.
Episode 14. Fully clothed women. 14. Yep. There it is.
We need to do those skits. We need to do these skits. Fully clothed porn.
Yep. Fully clothed porn.
Dry humping.
Yep.
Hardcore.
Yep.
Dry humping. Remember dry humping?
I got you. Dry humping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys dry humped?
Or making out?
I still like making out.
Making out's stupid.
It's awesome.
If it leads to sex, it's great. If it's all right, that was fun making out. How fucking old are we? What are we? It kind of is low key, but if it's leading to some bang bang,
I think either way, it's gross. You gotta think about
Yeah.
it. Like, hey, let me taste your mouth.
yeah.
Yeah, but what
I'm
if
gonna
it's
put
with
my
a-
tongue in your face? You put your tongue in my face like this is Alien the movie, and let's see what happens.
Yep.
It's nasty, man.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
but
I enjoy a good handy.
From a dude.
good old Handy J never hurt nobody. Ain't never hurt nobody.
I don't want a handy at all.
Just gotta spit on it. That's it.
I'll take a good.
Yeah,
No thanks.
yeah. But you'll make out,
Yeah.
and that's it.
It's not dry. Yeah,
All
sometimes
about the moisture. All about them wet tits, baby.
sometimes you gotta like tease yourself
Why? That's
for fun.
you playing with your man clit over there. Fucking
A little bit.
yeah, just a little tingle to dingle a little bit.
You got to.
Yeah, I respect it.
You gotta kind of. It's like a. I can't think of the word.
Right.
It's just a tease.
All right.
You put a restriction on yourself one
Right.
time or
like
something.
deprive yourself.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you're like, "Ugh," and then you're really ready to go.
Then you get the hand.
No, dry hump.
Yeah. Dry. Then stages. Then dry hump.
Make out, then dry hump, and then
That wet.
at another day,
Let it marinate.
yeah,
Yep.
you let the dry hump marinate.
Just don't let it marinate too long. It might turn into fucking lesbian on lesbian 28.
Maybe,
You know.
but you got 27 beforehand to
It still didn't come. That's true.
right.
That's true. And 26 more to catch up on in case you're behind.
Right. But you know,
I don't actually.
you've never known.
I don't. No, I don't know.
We used to dry hump this one girl.
I remember that. No. Yeah, I was there. I remember. Yeah. Well,
I used to take turns.
It was like
Awesome.
a gang bang dry hump.
it was great. There was this girl who used to dry hump.
Yeah.
Such a random thing to say.
I mean, is it illegal?
No,
No.
there was no
No.
penetration.
No.
And
Yeah.
there was consent.
Yeah. You were like, would you mind if
Yeah.
I dry humped you? And she was like, I'd be honored. And
Not
There you
that
go.
formal, but
but in that realm of
yeah.
the green light was given.
Right. When
All
you're
right.
like 11,
Uh-huh.
vocabularies of young girls
Right.
aren't that sophisticated.
Right.
You don't know that you're dry humping.
Right.
No, we knew. Yeah, we absolutely knew.
Yeah. Right.
Did we? Probably. I don't know. We just wanted to rub genitals with clothes on.
Right. Because you were too scared to not do it without the.
I don't think we knew what happened without the.
You didn't know what that was all about. That's early. 11's young, man. That's fucking mad young.
Might have been 12.
That's
Same
still,
shit.
It's still fucking young as shit.
It was young because we were going to the YMCA at that time.
Yeah, the Y on 15th Street.
Yeah, it was
Place
before.
was the best.
It was before we moved, so it was pre-13.
There you go.
You were out there living dangerous.
Out there,
Unprotected.
I was protected
Right.
by my genes.
Look at you now.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
I wonder what happened to that poor young lady.
Christian conservative.
Is that what she is, or is that
No,
what
me,
you are?
now.
Oh, okay.
Look at me now.
All right. Christian conservative. She gets wet humps now. Yeah. You fucking what'd you do? You ruined her. Yeah. You put her on a path of wet humping now, and that's her thing.
Yeah,
And she's probably super with it.
I've probably ruined a lot of lives,
Probably ruined a lot of
but I've repented.
broke a lot of hearts, man. You repented.
I have repented. So it's
You said a Christian
it's
conservative.
on them now.
Well, I'm a good old Christian conservative.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. I'm not trying to brag.
That's the life I live.
It's oh shit.
It is. It doesn't have to be boring.
No,
You could be. You could live an exciting life being a Christian conservative.
I guess you could.
You can. You can still live dangerously.
You still live dangerous. You said it real serious too. Like you still live dangerous.
Right. You know. Not gonna get into my
Dangerous.
extracurricular
Dangerous activities.
dangerosities.
Dangerosity. Is that a word?
Yeah,
It
is-
should be.
it
Add
is
it to
now.
fucking Webster's. Bang. Dangerosity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good made up word.
That's my Christian conservative porn title.
Christian conservative porn title.
Yeah, it's my volume 1, Dangerosity.
Dangerosity.
Yeah, well, y'all want to get creative.
Fuck.
Today's the day.
Do you think football's gonna happen, bro?
I'm still 50-50.
Yeah, no.
Still 50-50 with it. Who knows?
I'm trying to be optimistic about it, but fuck. God damn.
Because they're making moves like it's going to happen, but the way some states are going back and forth with
know.
if they want to fucking starve or
If
not.
they're letting wrestlers do shows, if they're letting UFC fight, let the football players play if they want to play. They're already like doing a really dangerous thing by playing football.
They're going
Like
to put masks on underneath their
underneath their
helmets.
masks, yeah,
Underneath
for
their
real.
helmets.
Like, come on.
And play
You don't
two-hand
need to
touch.
do all
No,
that.
you can't
Just
even touch. Flag.
Get them tested. Have them sign a consent form. Boom. Done. Let them play. That easy. That easy. We'll see. I don't know. We're talking about opening on June 8th. Like slowly opening our lobby again if the state lets us. So
Yeah, it's all gay.
we'll see.
All gay.
We'll see.
Open the
I've
lobby.
been working nonstop, man. Fucking more than normal.
I'm going to do this right quick.
It sucks. I'm trying to fucking not work. I know people that are like, yo, I'm getting more money on unemployment than I am working.
Yeah.
Because they're getting the extra $600 a week. Like,
That's-
why can't I get that shit?
That's the
Like,
thing that a lot of people are going to have to deal with.
Who's
because
going to want to come back to work?
no one. It's going to be another 6 months till they get kicked off.
No, for real. Why would you want to come back if they're like, hey, you can get 85% of your pay plus $600 a week? Oh, so I get more than what I got to stay at home? Okay.
This whole thing is just bullying out small businesses and introducing a welfare state for the world.
Well, I'm still fucking working like a fucking crazy person.
Well, yeah, that we're going to be the fucking tax cattle slaves who are keeping whatever remnants of society going because we'll be the ones paying the taxes. And then everybody else, well, that's what it's been anyway. But this is going to be even further accelerated.
Yeah, now I can't even go on vacation. Like, I got vacation time, and I don't even think we're going to be able to go. Like, I got the bread for it. I just don't know if the place that we were going to go is going to be fucking open.
The only people who ever went on vacations are super rich people and super poor people all the time. I see them. People who don't even have cars go on vacations all the time.
I make sure to go once a year, because when we were a kid, we only went once or twice, and it sucked. It sucked when my friends like, oh, we're going to Florida. We're going here. We're going here. Where are
Me.
you going? I'm going to Cedar Beach. Cedar Beach, where's that? It's in Allentown. We just call it Cedar Beach because
because it's not a beach.
It's not a beach. Yeah, it's the closest thing we can get to. Yeah, or we would go to Beltsville or something.
I've been on
You
like
know?
1.5.
We got older, we went on vacations, but like
I've been on like 1.5 adult vacations.
Oh, no, we go every year.
That's for 13 years. Well, 1.5 vacations.
When I first met April, maybe
Fuck
2
for
years
Patty,
after I
not
met
many
her.
Fucking with him. Thank you, sir.
There you go. We went to Erie, bro. It's just mad far.
Yo, and it's eerie.
Super far. Like, if you look at the state of Pennsylvania, Like Allentown is here, and Erie is the literal opposite. It's like in the
it's in the
fucking,
corner.
Oh man, bro. And you're like an hour and a half either way from like Buffalo's on one side and Cleveland's on the other side. It's really cool how like where it's located. But we drove out there. That was our first vacation. I was 24 with April and 3 kids. We went to an indoor water park. Shit was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They served beer there at a water park. I'm like, hang on. I can buy a pitcher of beer, get drunk, and ride these water slides. And the guy's like, yeah, absolutely. Like,
We went to an indoor
was
water park when we were
fucking
kids in
dope.
Germany. Like you could swim from the inside to the outside,
That's pretty dope. Yeah.
and they had like mad slides inside.
This one had 9 slides, a wave pool. It was fucking awesome. They had this giant slide you went down, and they had a caution sign that you would go like 40 miles an hour coming down this drop, like really fast. And you went in like a giant like toilet bowl sized thing, and you just spun around that bitch and dropped into like a fucking 12-foot pool. It was like the coolest ride ever. And I was like pissy drunk. Like like me and April each polished off a pitcher. We don't even like we like beer, but we don't drink beer like that. But when it was $8 for a pitcher at a water park, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. We were getting lit.
Yeah. R.I.P. to water parks.
Yeah, for real. Indoor water parks were the shit because we went the one time, or no, it was in August, I think. But it rained the whole time, but we were able to be inside. But we see this one, not the
I'm looking forward to the day
there's
that
one
all,
in the Poconos. There's 3 in the Poconos, but there's one in the Poconos I'd love to go to like in December. How cool would that be if it's like snowing and cold outside and you're inside 70
Yeah, right.
degrees? That'd be the fucking tits.
I'm looking forward to all theme parks being abandoned.
Yeah, it'd be cool to film in and shit and go to.
Yeah.
Some dude was living in Disney World.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he camped out somewhere in there. That's pretty smart. I mean, they have to keep some of their electric on, you know. So he obviously tapped into that and it was able to keep it funky. So
Nice.
good for him.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck Disney.
Yeah. No. Because we know who owns it.
Yeah.
Not Walt.
They buy everything up. They own it all. They own everything.
They do.
They own everything.
Especially now.
You don't think about this, but think about this, people. They own ESPN. They own all of Marvel. They own the Star Wars brand now. They own
Not just Star Wars. They don't Lucas.
yeah, Luke. There you go. Yeah, they own the Simpsons brand. That's all on there, bro. They own Fox. I mean, come on now. Yeah.
All they do, it's only like 4 corporations that own anything anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
And all they do is just trade.
Sell
They
shit
just-
back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
like
do.
insane.
And do giant merges.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's nuts. I don't know. Like, what the hell happened?
Because of a technical error.
It's all crazy. We started talking about they.
That's why they booted us. No,
No.
we're good. We'll be back.
They also own Facebook. Here we go. Still on.
All right,
Still going strong.
good shit. Still strong. Still here.
Still standing.
I'm great.
What the hell were we just talking about?
I don't know, but I'm gonna get fucked up. I applied for my medical marijuana card.
Did you?
Yep. I did.
Think you're gonna get it?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What ailment do you have?
I don't sleep, bro. Like I probably sleep about 4 hours. I go to bed, but I'm up and on and off and on, and there are sometimes I don't sleep. And then like there's like maybe one time a month, maybe twice a month where I'll get a good 12-hour, 11-hour sleep in,
Do you
and
have
I'm good.
Night terrors?
No, it's just I got a lot. My brain just goes nonstop. I'm always thinking about weird shit.
You're thinking about like scorpions?
Yeah, like stinging me in my bed, you know, or the fucking murder hornet. Now that's on my fucking brain.
Yeah.
I go outside and I see a hornet. I'm like, oh, fucking murder hornets, they're here. And it wasn't. It was just a regular ass hornet. Because now I'm fucking heightened to it. I'm just waiting to see this fucking crazy ass looking thing. You see the video of the guy getting stung?
Yeah, that's old shit though.
Yeah, I know, but it sucks.
That guy, Coyote Wilderness.
Yeah, that motherfucker. God damn. Oh, I don't want that shit. I don't want to get no. Or I don't want to see like my son get stung by that, or like my daughter out there. That would be that'd be the shits. I already did a poison ivy a couple years ago. And she had it on her face, bro.
Oh, no.
Man.
I'm not worried about that shit.
You allergic to poison?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very white.
That don't mean shit. When I was younger, I used to play in it all the time. And
You're not black though.
But I never broke out from it. So when I moved into my house and my neighbor had it growing into my yard, I just started pulling that shit out. And my daughter helped me. And she was fucked up. She woke up in the morning. It was on her eyelids. It was all over her face, bro. Everywhere.
Yeah,
I felt bad though. Like the dude who lived next to me, he was like a sad old man, but like he
was a sad old man.
Bro, this is fucked up, man. All right, so when that happened, I said something to him. I knocked on his door. I'm like, hey man, it's poison ivy. He's like, yeah, you got to watch out for that. I'm like, well, you probably should have told us that. I'm like, are you gonna trim it? He's like, nah. We live in an HOA, so like if you don't trim your yard, they fine you. He would just pay it. He'd just pay the fine and not trim his yard. So his shit was mad overgrown. So I went into his yard and cut part of his tree and all the poison down because it was reaching into my yard.
What if you just threw like a Molotov cocktail into his yard instead?
Well, I was going to threaten him, all right? Because so days later I got the poison. I'm at the hospital. I'm getting checked out. And Aubrey's getting checked out. I'm like, I'm going to go home and beat this old fuck and bury him in my backyard. And, I went home and he died that night.
Damn.
And as soon as I pulled up, I'm like,
you didn't even have to kill him.
It wasn't me.
You did it
right
with
away.
your thoughts.
You
killed a man with your thoughts.
He died of natural causes in his sleep.
That's what they say. It was probably COVID-19.
It was not. And you know what's fucked up?
They went back in time and
the next
rechanged
day,
it.
his family come knocking on our door like, hi, we're so-and-so. We were, I think his name was Joel. We were Joel's kids. Do you want any of his shit? That's what his son said to me. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, we took the TVs and stuff out. It's like a bunch of furniture and stuff. If you want anything, come on over, take a look, take whatever you want. You can have it. I'm like, what about the motorcycle out front? It's mine. I'm like, all right. That's the only thing I really wanted. Because he had a motorcycle sitting out there that was wrapped up. It was kind of nice. But, yeah, his kids didn't seem like they cared too much about him. His kids said, do you want any of his shit? Yo, your dad just died.
That's crazy.
And he did not seem sad. He seemed more annoyed than anything. Like, it's fucked up. Kind of fucked up. But
there is a lot of sad old men.
He was super sad and lonely for, I don't want to say no reason, but like we moved in next door and we were like, hey man, how you doing? He's like, just to let you know, you get 2 parking spots. I'm like, I know, they told me that when I bought the house. Some people get crazy here. So I'm just warning you. That's like my interaction with this guy. I'm like, oh, this
right.
motherfucker's gonna be one of those guys. My neighborhood's full of people like that. They're nosy as fuck, man. We had someone, like, we leave trash. Like, we have trash pickup every Thursday. And again, we live in an HOA, so we have rules. And we got a letter from the HOA saying that we had bags of trash out and they spilled everywhere. And it wasn't us. So I called them like, hey, why do I have this thing? And they're like, oh, well, you guys left a bunch of trash out. I'm like, well, no, we didn't. Like, the trash bags are sitting in front of a couple other cans. I would just look at the address on the picture that you send me and maybe talk to them about it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, well, someone in the neighborhood said that they were your bags. I'm like, so that's what we do as grown adults? Is somebody in the neighborhood says, oh, well, I saw them put their, and we just write fines to people randomly?
Yeah. You don't like go like, hey, were they yours?
Yeah. You don't ask. You just send me a fucking fine. I said, bro, you need to get rid of this shit right now. I said, I'm keeping it for my records. I said, I got a lawyer. I'm not paying this. He's like, all right, we'll remove it. I apologize. I said, and going forward, why wouldn't you just do what I said? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, if the bags are sitting in front of a trash can, you're assuming that the people that took them out probably put them with their trash.
Right.
So I'd start there. Like, it's my neighbors behind me. I don't know what it is. It's probably because my kids are black and they're not used to seeing people of color in that neighborhood.
They're not that. They're not
but,
black, really.
Well, Eric is, man.
They're very white. Very
Sean,
pale.
Eric's
They're
not so
very
much.
pale.
Eric's dark, man. Especially when he goes out in the sun. He gets like Indian dark.
It's Puerto Rican.
It's crazy. People did think they were both Puerto Rican. Bro, you know how many times I would go to their parent-teacher conferences and I would have to tell them, look, we're not Spanish. Because they would send home paperwork and it'd be all in Spanish. Mind
funny.
you, my kids don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
They speak perfect English, don't have any accents. Their names are not Spanish at all.
Right.
So imagine when I walk in and they're like, oh. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm not their biological father, but even if I was, like, they're not Spanish. And how do you politely tell a teacher, who's teaching your kids and who's supposed to have a degree and be smart, how do you explain to them, have you ever heard them speak Spanish? Is their name Hispanic in any way?
Have they requested Spanish?
Have they requested Spanish documents for their non-English speaking parents? Then why the fuck would you only send Spanish copies to the house? How do you politely tell a teacher that?
Most teachers aren't smart, first of all. And,
This was Allentown School District, mind you. This is
Yeah.
one of the reasons why my kids now go to Parkland.
Yeah, they're not smart. It's the same thing with a lot of professions where people are supposed to be smart.
They're book smart, but common sense
They're not-
and
they're not
street
book smart
smarts are they're not present in most
I don't think
people.
they're any kind of smart, most of them.
I mean, some of them are book smart.
90
There are teachers that know more about, like a history teacher definitely knows more about history than I do. I'm going to give him that one.
Maybe.
I will give him that one. Or her. I'll give them that one.
You can just like guess
But-
history.
You could lie about it too.
You
Like,
can, because that's what they've done.
France invaded the Asian territory of India in 1487.
Like none of that shit matters.
I mean, it it matters to a sense.
No,
but
not like names and dates and
no,
stuff.
it
Like
doesn't. It doesn't.
we took over this in fucking 17.
That's what a lot of schools.
on April 4th.
That's what's stupid about a lot of high schooling. You get to a certain point in high school where you're learning stuff that it should be optional. Like, look, am I going to go to school to be like in physics or engineering or anything like that? Then these ridiculous math classes like calculus or trigonometry don't mean shit. I will never need it in my life ever. So let's just not teach it. Boom, gone. Anything history related that has nothing to do with anything I'm going to do in life, let somebody learn it on their own.
Yeah. Well, you got to teach your own kids. Like if you leave the state teach your kids, they're going to teach them what they want.
Yeah, I mean, I let my kids be taught by the state. Obviously, they go to school, but I also do teach my kids. I teach them a lot of common sense for fucking one. But we've been to, I told you, we go to the museums a bunch of times. They probably hate me for it, but that's something I like to do.
Right.
If we're going to go on a vacation, yes, we'll go to the fucking beach. We'll go to shop. We'll do all the other bullshit y'all want to do. But if we're going to D.C., I'm going to the Smithsonian. And you motherfuckers are coming. Because if I got to go to that shitty shit you're doing, you're coming to my shit.
I want to go there and talk about all their stuff being lies.
That didn't happen.
Never happened.
Never happened. Lie.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, bullshit.
That shit would be so funny.
I wonder what DC looks like right now. They're not real.
Can you go to a Holocaust museum and do that?
I mean, theoretically, yes, you could.
Yo, how fucking hilarious would that be?
Maybe for us, it might be. There might be some people that might not find it.
I couldn't even do it. I would have to hire somebody else to do it
Depends on the
because I would
people,
laugh
like,
too much.
I could see the sense of humor in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things where it's like, we're not saying that the Holocaust was hilarious. Oh my God, it's so funny. We're trying to make light of a situation. Like if it, like
Right.
it's not. Yeah, I understand that aspect.
Right. Because it didn't
So
happen.
I find it funny.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And we're still alive. That's great. Good shit. That's good. I'm glad.
Shit like that makes me laugh so much. Only because it is illegal in some countries
Yeah.
to deny it.
Yeah.
So it's not illegal here.
No.
So you have to utilize that.
So you just call it out like
Yeah.
shit was mad fake.
Yeah.
It's up there with the moon landing.
It is. You think we went to the moon?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think.
Have you
I think
seen the
so.
thing that they say that they flew to the moon in that thing?
Yeah.
It's like made out of tinfoil.
I don't know. I've never been in it or touched it personally myself, so I can't
It looks
say.
straggly.
I mean, it was built in the '60s, so I'm not surprised.
And we can't go back.
You know, we could.
They say we can't. Neil deGrasse Tyson said we cannot go back.
Nah, we could.
He did say it. I seen his tweet recently. He said this.
I mean, he does.
We have more computing power in this phone right here.
I think he said we
Today.
shouldn't go back. I
No,
don't think he said
he
we
said
could.
we can't.
We can't.
We can't.
Listen, this is pretty much the gist of what he said. He said that we can't obtain the technology, pretty much.
Yeah.
to go now.
Right.
You know, I understand what he's saying. He's basically saying we're not fucking smart enough to do it, and he's not wrong.
We have the we have like 100 times more computing
You know.
power right here
I know.
than they did in the 60s.
Yeah.
And you can't they claim that they live streamed the moon landing on television. They can't.
It was
You
a
can't-
delay.
You can't do that.
It was a delay.
You know how much
Yeah.
of a delay it would be in
I-
the 60s?
I
Like it
don't
would
know.
be insane. It would be like a 6-year delay.
I don't know, man.
It,
Again,
it wasn't real. They didn't do it. I don't think so. Even if they did go, they faked what they showed us.
what about the other countries that went and showed similar things and stuff? They're all in it together.
Probably lying, yeah.
Yeah.
They are. Look at what's happening now. They're
Yeah.
all in it together.
Yeah. See.
Yo, the next fucking day, they had warnings of fucking social distancing and Wawa playing over the fucking the intercom.
Mm-hmm.
Like the next day that I went in, like it takes time to produce these things. Like they don't just go, "Oh, there's a pandemic." Fucking send out the pandemic fucking message for the loudspeaker.
Well, there is an HA.
You have to you have to hire somebody, you have to record the fucking message, and then you have to distribute it. And the same thing with commercials, with all the commercials that came out.
We made Whites Love Lawns in like 30 minutes. They can make a little clip to,
I mean,
download in the stores and play.
to do it that fast
Why
and
not?
distribute it to
Sure.
the entire country.
Click email. Everybody, I included the email audio file of this. Please upload it to your player and hit play. Super easy, bro.
It's kind of easy and kind of not.
Super easy. Very
And
easy.
to do the quality of the commercials that they put out really fast is also very sketchy.
But like to use that as an example, Wawa probably has. I know what ones you're talking about. It's the lady, where she's like,
Yeah,
please say,
yeah, that.
she does all the commercials. So she's probably someone that they paid to do. The
I don't know if it's a
commercials
lady or what.
that probably has her equipment at home. That they're like, yo, we need you to record this COVID thing. Get us back to us by today. All right, cool. Here you go. Boom, out the door. It can't be
Yeah,
that.
it was all weird. They already had signs printed up
If
and
Wawa called
posted.
you and they were like, yo, I need in the next hour a clip of you saying this thing, and we'll pay you $1,000, $10
Yeah.
grand, whatever it
I'm
may
saying.
be. You'd be like, all right, I'm on it.
Getting that okay, getting that done
Yeah.
relatively easy, but to
Yeah.
distribute it along with everything else, they had everything on the floors and they had the signs printed up
Yeah,
on
that's pretty
everywhere.
quick. I agree.
It was all in tandem.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Wawa was one of the first ones to do it, so it makes me think that they're like they take care of all their own shit in house. So they might have their own distribution plan.
I don't
and
know,
shit.
but it
Like,
was
who knows?
weird.
Yeah, I
Maybe,
agree.
but it was
I
weird.
agree.
That's all I say with a lot of conspiracy type shit
My
that I
biggest
listen
thing
to.
about
I'm
the
like,
people-
okay, that's weird though, yeah?
I think the biggest thing that turns people off on this whole thing and makes them think it's something is how quick people conformed. I think that's your thing. Is like how quick we were like, all right, mask, 6 feet, stay inside, no problem. Like it was like
And nobody
everybody
even
was-
thinks about it. They're just
Yeah.
like, let's just all do it.
Yeah. And I've said this for years as we've been doing this show going on 2 years, that this country has trust issues, and that's what it all comes down to. We don't trust
Way too-
anything.
No,
we don't.
We do and we don't.
We don't. We don't trust that. Dude, 20 years ago, you could watch the news and not leave like, oh, that's a Republican bullshit. That's Democrat bullshit. Whatever. It was you believed what you saw.
Yeah.
It's not like that no more.
No,
It's
yeah,
not.
yeah, you're
we have,
right.
we have no trust in anything we see.
Yeah, a lot of people
We
are
talk
very
shit about that Dr. Fauci guy. He's a doctor that's been doing this for mad long. Is he weird? Sure, whatever. But he's a doctor, and I
He's
kind
full
of
of
trust
shit.
him.
I don't.
Why not?
because he's
He's
a
a
weird
doctor.
small man.
So what?
I don't
What does
care if
that
he's
have to
a
do with
doctor.
it?
I feel like I'm smarter than him.
That's your own thought. That's crazy. What makes you think you're smarter than someone that has their doctorate?
What does that matter? A piece of paper that he paid for?
Well, no. He has more knowledge on a very particular thing than
That
you.
doesn't mean that he's smarter than me.
On that thing, it is. It's like you wouldn't say he's an expert in his field.
I don't know if he knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Again, that's a trust issue thing.
He's full of shit.
What would make you think he's not full of shit? What would be like enough for you to be like, all right, I believe him now?
I haven't listened to him, to tell you the truth. I could just look at him
And then we're
and be
listening to him.
like, this guy,
I don't trust him.
this guy's a liar. This guy- no,
I'm a gold right there.
like we said it.
I have never heard
Yeah.
him talk before. That's good. Thank you.
No, I've seen a couple things, but like we said it in the beginning,
Yeah.
all those conferences, I don't watch.
Neither do
I don't listen
They
to
don't
them.
mean shit. They don't mean shit. The only,
But
the
I've
only,
seen some things of him
Yeah.
talking, and he contradicts himself, and I'm like, I'm not listening to this guy. And he looks small and weird.
right. The one thing about that too
And
is
I judge
like,
people harshly on their facial
I
characteristics.
know you do. I know. No. Can someone? I know. And like they're still like learning this, right? Like if they don't know everything about it, so like of course their things are change. That's the one. Another thing in this country that's like we used to be able to say, oh, we got it wrong this time, but we think we might have got it right here, and we're like, oh, cool, we're learning together. But now it's like, well, motherfucker, you said it was this, and now you say it's this, but then you said it was this, and now it's this. Like there's no, we don't give anybody room for growth or room to
that's
learn.
all fine,
you know,
but everything still goes in the same direction then, regardless. They don't go, oh, we were wrong. Now let's go back
Yeah.
to what we were doing before. They go, oh, let's still continue this way.
Yeah.
Even though we were wrong.
yeah.
They're like, let's still keep going east.
Well, I
They're
mean,
like,
I
didn't
feel
you
like
say that was the wrong way?
You know, I feel like we're coming away from it. Like there's states that are opening up. Georgia's open. A couple other ones.
I mean,
are
but
open,
this is
so-
what happens. They overextend on purpose to keep the things they wanted to get done.
Yeah.
Like I told you before, like your plastic windows they're not coming down.
Yeah.
That's already done. Like, do you think they're gonna take them down? I don't think so. I think those are staying up.
Yeah. Probably.
So it's the same thing with like the mask thing and all the other shit and the social distancing. Like, do you think that's going away now? I don't think
It's gonna,
so.
I mean, some of the stuff's going to have to at some point. Like a society cannot live 6
right.
feet apart.
It only
when-
goes
when-
away when we
when there's this
decide.
many fucking people. Yeah.
Like if everybody started stabbing their fucking plastic windows, like get these things down, then yeah, they're gonna take them down.
And like we're talking about that Fauci guy. He recently did say that he feels like it's safe to resume sports again without people yet. So he is okay with moving forward with playing the sport, but not having people.
Right.
And again,
But if they can make that profitable, do you think
Yeah.
they're ever gonna bring crowds back?
yeah, because there's a lot more to profit to be made. If you have a 100,000 seat stadium and you can
I
get
don't think so,
if you can get
then.
$50 a seat, you're missing out on $5 million a shot. Baseball in particular,
don't-
bro.
I don't think
baseball is 162 games a season.
Yeah.
That's not if you're. Let's just say hypothetically, you're making $100,000 per game in house, and you're playing half your games at home,
But if they do, okay, well, if they do
Dude, that-
something like,
and they're making way more than that. I'm just saying.
but if they do,
like,
if they do the equivalent of like
too much money.
if they just do like some sort of admission fee for watching it live,
No.
or something like that.
No, they're going to open stuff up. You know who's going to get fucked? People like me, restaurants. We've already talked about having to cut our lobby in half. We're going to have to distance our tables
Oh,
6
for
feet
sure.
apart. We have to get rid of half of our tables.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna, those are the people that are really going to feel it. But like the ballparks, bro,
Right, but
they
it's a-
make so
that's
much
what-
money. Football games, basketball.
That's
dude,
what I
there's
was
so
saying
much
earlier
money in
too,
that.
because
And
it's
look at
a
people who own-
squeezing of everybody who's not
Yeah.
the top or
yeah.
the bottom. They're just squeezing the fucking middle.
That's been going on for years. That's
No,
not like
but it's
this is
even
something
more
new.
now.
Well, it's been going on. The middle class has been being wiped out for years. That's
Right.
been going on for so long.
For sure, but this is
So long.
on-
Information's
on-
just catching
on
up. We're now
crack.
starting to not believe anything because of us learning about how much we've been being fucked for so long. It's a
Right.
trust thing. It's all about trust. We need to regain trust into something, and there's nothing
well,
to
we
trust right now.
we got to make it.
you know?
We got to make it expensive for them when they try to impose shit that doesn't make any sense, so that it goes back to whatever the fuck was. I don't want to say go back to before, because before was also not the
Yeah.
best situation, but just back to things and it's something that makes more sense.
Yeah, well, we're scared of change in this country. We don't like changing shit. We don't change. We don't change a lot of stuff. We still do daylight
I
savings.
think we're gonna need
we
a
don't
whole.
change anything in this country.
I think we're gonna need a whole what they call a debt jubilee, which is like pressing the reset button essentially.
mm-hmm.
I think that's what we're gonna need.
We're gonna have to keep handing out money like fucking like nothing.
Well, yeah, they already did that. The Fed said that they have an unlimited supply of cash.
Yeah. Well, I heard they're going to do another round of stimulus.
Yeah, they're doing that too.
That's crazy. I still have mine. Mine's still sitting in the bank.
That's I didn't get mine yet. That's forced UBI. That's forced universal basic income.
Yeah.
It's basically we've been taken over by communism essentially. Essentially, that's what has happened. And most people don't know it yet, but that's what we're living in. And that's why so many people are what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of words.
Yeah. Words are fucking jerks.
Yeah. But that's what happened to the world. People will catch up eventually, maybe. Maybe we'll get through it. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be shit.
As long as they keep the doors open,
We'll find
and I
out.
can make money, I'm fine. I'll make it work. I haven't lost any working time. I haven't lost anything. So
It's like
I'm
what you were
all right.
saying with people losing trust, so they're making fun
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that happened
Yeah.
in Russia during communism, to where they couldn't really speak about anything real, so they used extreme sarcasm.
Yeah.
That's what they did back then, and that's
Yeah.
what we're doing now.
That's what we do now. Yeah.
Like it's like a talking in code. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, the president, he's great. We're
Yeah.
great.
He's so great.
Great job.
Yeah. Yep.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you'd get fucking thrown in the fucking dungeons and shit.
For talking down.
Yeah.
Well,
That's on its way.
we were able to say some pretty outlandish shit tonight, and we're still live. So
Yeah.
win-win
For
But-
now.
for now. It's true.
If you post certain things, you get that fucking it says tries to tell you that you're posting fake news
Yeah.
like immediately before you even post it.
Yeah. I've
It's
never
like-
seen that before.
I've got it. And then I looked at what the fact checkers say.
Yeah.
And it's like they try to explain like one thing out of the article that might have been wrong. And I'm like, that's not what the article was fully about though.
Right.
Like can you not be allowed to get one thing wrong in your article?
Apparently not. Also, it's time to read that many fucking articles.
Yeah.
What are you, fucking second grade teacher?
Yeah. But it's not reading the article. It's just they're relying on fact checkers.
Yeah, I get it. Well,
And
fact check this dick.
yeah.
Nah. Or just check the facts.
Or his dick.
Or the dick.
Just check his dick.
You now have that option. You didn't think you had that option before.
But now you do.
That's on the table.
Dick check.
Dick checks are there too. Dick check.
Mm-hmm.
Be a good shirt.
I think we could sign off on dick checks.
1212. Yep. Dick. We can sign off on dick checks. All right. I love it.
Bars.
Love it. Oh, sign off on dick checks. Oh,
Yo, that's my new wrestler name.
dick checks. Dick checks.
That's our new persona.
Love it. All right. See
That
y'all
could be
next
Devin's
week.
persona.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Devin Haley, download his shit.
Yeah,
It's
go
all
do
over the
it.
place.
Top 5 coming soon.
Yep. His porn stash is the heaviest.
It is.